In this video, we're going to tell you about our visit to
the Fountain of Youth.
Hello there, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
And I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
That's right, we are continuing on with our video that we had out the other day called In Search of Ponce De Leon. And in that video, we mentioned the Fountain of Youth.
That's right.
And we want to talk a little bit more about the spot in Florida, which is called the Fountain of Youth. But before we get into that, if you're into history, paranormal, and forensic type videos,
don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding that little bell so you hear from us next time we post a new video.
The Fountain of Youth. We were taught all through school that's what Ponce de Leon was in search of.
Maybe.
But down in St. Augustine, Florida, there is a location there called the Fountain of Youth.
That's right.
It's kind of tourist, like a tourist. I don't want to use the word trap. It's
a tourist attraction.
There you go. Tourist attraction. We've been there a couple times. Mm-hmm. But it's based on the location of where he landed in Florida. Mm-hmm. And there's been a lot of stuff that has actually taken place at that location.
That there is.
Things that they've done there is archaeological digs, which is right up your alley. You want to go ahead and tell them about that? They've
done several different archaeological excavations on the site of this location, and all the way back to like 1904. In 1904, they discovered Ponce de Leon's actual recording landmark where he said, "This is where I was," and they found other artifacts at the same time. And again, he found this location in 1513 when he was on his way looking for new locations for his country, and he came across what he thought was an island. Turned out to be Florida, but he called it La Florida.
Can you imagine when he hit there and he tried to go around the island and it just kept going?
Yeah, but he named it that because it was around Easter time, and so of course this was like Easter flowers, La Florida, so that's why he named it that. But that 1904 expedition or archaeological excavation that they did, they found that location, but they did other excavations as well. They did one in 1934 with the Smithsonian, and they did it in 1952, 1976, 1985. When we were there in 2006, they were doing more. Along the way, they found all kinds of different things. They found Indian burial grounds. They found, of course, the landing site. They found Pedro Menendez's location from where he was at. So all kinds of different things.
Yeah, it's an interesting location. It's this little spot right outside of St. Augustine, Florida, and a lot of stuff. That they have when you walk in, since it's the Fountain of Youth, they have this little spring that's constantly running, and we showed the bottle in the last one. Go ahead. We got some of that water when we were there, and we had a little sample. I think it was free to get the sample. You had to pay to get into.
You have to pay to get into the park.
Yeah, so it's like I said, it's touristy, but it's quite interesting. We drank from the Fountain of Youth.
Yes.
symbolically, I guess.
That's why we look the way we do now.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that today. I look really bad. But anyway.
Did when we were there, we had lunch.
We did.
We had some visitors come up and see us.
Yeah, they have a lot of peacocks there, and the peacocks kept coming up and
they're quite tame,
playing around,
they come right up,
saying hello.
Yeah, but they were beautiful birds. They just walk around, free roaming peacocks.
That's right.
That was quite interesting. Location is not in the database because it's not paranormal. It's more of a historical location as well. In our blog post, we'll put a link to the website of the location where you can find out a lot of the history about the site and how everything was set up. And what year was it roughly that they made it
into the theme park that it is today? 1972.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow that link, you'll find out the history of the location a little bit more. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Yeah, they have well documented on there a timeline of different events that happen in history. They have also well documented who owned the land from this point to this point to this point to this point, all the way back to the 1800s. Yeah,
the kind of stuff that we love.
The kind of stuff I'm really get excited about.
Yeah, but we're not going to put it in the video. We'll let you go and look at that from the blog post that's associated with this.
Okay.
Like I said, we've been there twice. We had fun. I mean, it's an interesting place, and you go and you learn not only about Ponce de Leon, but about some of the Native Americans that were there and some of the other things in the landing, and it's quite interesting.
Yeah. And Pedro Menendez and all the archaeological digs, and they'll tell you about archaeology. It's great.
We got to the location by taking the trolley tour through St. Augustine, and they kind of like drop you off. There's like a drop off and pick up there, so you can spend as long as you want.
Yeah, but they do have an actual parking lot that if you drive there yourself, you can park in.
All right, so I think we'll wrap it up with that. You have anything else, Dan?
Nope.
All right, folks, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting. us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!